Good afternoon, class. Avery Bell here, coming in pretty late, posting the lessons learned discussion video from thus far in the class. I'll start with Module 5. I think the biggest thing I took away from that was that ethics, whether it's a state or local or federal issue, that there's two sides to every story, and that oftentimes there's no real clear ethical winner. Each side can justify their position ethically against the others, so it makes it very hard to determine what's the right course of action on any particular issue. One thing that comes to mind are something that I learned are there's businesses that are permitted to pollute a certain amount. Ethically, it's not great for the environment. However, the tiny amount that they are polluting provides jobs, products, that type of thing, and so there's a balance that must be met. Moving on to Module 6, the one we did this week. One of the big things I took from it, especially the video that we watched, was that senior level managers really play a key role in setting an organization's ethical culture, and then making sure that everybody adheres to it. A lot of times it depends on the type of leader they are. Organizations need a consistent, strong ethical leader that they can follow. They need to promote policies and promote certain behaviors that adhere to the ethical culture in order for it to be successful. But I think more so than just the general employees, that the upper level managers really play a key role in that. Another thing that I took from this week is really why civil leaders should be concerned with ethical standards. I think we've all seen what happens when civil leaders don't adhere to ethical standards. Not only do they hurt themselves, oftentimes they lose their job. They may or may not be thrown out of office, but it really only hurts the city or state or country that they represent, and it hurts the people within it. And then something else that I kind of picked up doing my research for my paper was the severity of the punishments that should be handed down to those that have ethical breaches. I think that it's really dependent on the situation itself and really what the accusation is. For a local leader that accidentally misused maybe a company car, or forgot to turn in an invoice, that's not quite as bad as somebody who commits fraud, bribery, racketeering, that type of thing. So obviously the punishment should be dependent upon the office that the person holds, and then the crime in which they committed. Overall, as far as what I can personally take to my work area based on what I've learned, I think I'm really going to focus on seeing what my senior level managers are saying and doing, and perhaps they're if they're not necessarily doing everything that they can from an ethical standard. Maybe I can give them some pointers, or maybe I'm just not paying enough attention. I can really learn a lot from the things that they're doing. Thanks, guys.